laptop is making a ton of noise. The fan is spinning really fast right now, so apologies if you guys can hear that. Hopefully it will stop. But I've wanted to make a video regarding this subject for quite a long time, and I put it off for a long time, so let's get right down to it. I believe with every fiber of my being that the human being can be much more than what he or she currently is. I believe that through enlightenment and through radical and radiant health, we can achieve superhuman abilities such as extreme clairvoyance, telepathy. I believe that through Kundalini we can achieve things, as crazy as this may sound, such as the ability to levitate and to breathe underwater. I believe through the activation of Kundalini we can achieve incredibly high states of health and strength. I'm talking about being able to punch through thick concrete walls, being able to pick cars up, all sorts of crazy shit that's going to sound absolutely crazy to the average person. I believe that we can achieve telepathy, and I do believe that through the activation of Kundalini we can save the planet from going down the downhill spiral that it's currently going down. So, I mean, it's weird to me that people don't question the way things currently are here on planet Earth. Now, I know many people do, but I also know that many people don't. The majority of the herd doesn't question anything. The majority of the herd blindly accepts the status quo. And if you really study the status quo and you pull back the layers and you observe what's really going on here in the world, it's disgusting. We are a species that has the potential to be limitless. Yet we've become a limited species who has become a slave race. And I don't care if you have a problem with me saying that we've become a slave race. Anyone with a rational mind, anyone with a mind which is reasoning properly, anyone who's experienced higher consciousness and witnessed the beauty of higher consciousness and witnessed the miracles that things like Kundalini and the Merkaba have to offer, knows that something is seriously wrong here on planet Earth. Seriously wrong. Man, I really wish this fan would stop making so much noise. It drives me crazy. Something's seriously wrong here on planet Earth. You know, wars going on. I mean, the average individual spends 5 days a week or more at a job for 8 hours or longer a day. And, you know, just to be able to have shelter, just to be able to quote-unquote survive here in the Matrix. There's some seriously strange things taking place here on planet Earth. Everything could be free. Everything is free. Nature has provided everything free. Food, shelter, enlightenment, medicine, mysticism, dimensional travel, all sorts of things nature has provided us for free. Yet we run around like chickens with our heads cut off, chasing paper money, lavish lifestyles, gourmet meals, excessive sex and glamour and bourgeois bullshit. We've become a race that violates the laws of nature. We've become a race that abuses nature. destroys nature, defiles nature. We've become a race that contradicts the laws of nature. We've become a sick, overweight, toxified nation here in the United States and worldwide. And people go along and they don't even bat an eye at it. Millions of species have been eradicated off this planet, gone. Look at all the deforestation currently taking place here on Earth, just so that we can raise livestock, so that we can eat factory farmed, murdered, tortured animal flesh and dairy, filled with the vibration of death and torture. We've eradicated so much forest, and we've deforested so much of the earth so that we could build death camps, no different than a concentration camp, for animals, so that we can feed our overweight, toxified, acidic, fat faces and derive pleasure from our taste buds at the expense of innocent animals being murdered. People make me sick. Make me sick. I don't care if you have a goddamn problem with me saying it. You people make me sick. Your lack of ability to discern properly, your lack of higher mental functionability makes me sick and saddened deeply. Deeply. We've destroyed this planet to a degree now where you can't even get clean air anymore. You can't even breathe clean air. Clean air is the most essential nutrient alongside food and water. Clean air, filled with prana, with chi. The air in the city is not filled with prana and chi. It's filled with brake dust, nanotechnology. It's filled with chemtrail geoengineering, aerosols, aluminum, barium salts, etc. Filled with garbage, exhaust, you name it. All of these elements go into the system, lodge themselves into the system, and defile your body-mind complex's ability to produce the proper elements to elevate your consciousness into the higher realms. God damn, I wish this computer would stop making so much noise. It's just, it's amazing. So I hope that my messages, I hope my channel can help inspire people to start thinking more and start questioning things. Questioning, I seek to inspire people to question their daily algorithms, their daily, routine. Are you striving to become enlightened and change the planet and change yourself and ascend and tap into your true potential? Or are you just seeking to scrape by and earn a living, as they say? Earn a living. You don't earn a living. You are a living being. The way words are used here in the Matrix, the way that the beast has designed communication, verbal communication, it actually keeps people in locked down to consciousness. Words are spells, and people have been taught to think in a way that actually controls their life because they believe the thoughts that they think. And the thoughts, I'm not even going to get into that. I'm going to make a whole lecture just on words and language and how words are spells, etc. But I don't, what a crazy world we live in. So much beauty, though. But, it sucks. It's unfortunate that so many people and so many species and the wildlife here is just being raped and destroyed. at a very alarming rate. Meanwhile, people still have time to watch football, go to football games, buy $70 video games, and spend hours scratching their balls in front of their television while they play with their little joysticks. Come on, man. Compared to our ancestors, we are peons. We are ants. We are little boys and girls, little babies. Right now, I am getting ready to. It's 4:40 in the morning. Probably gonna, do a little research here for another hour or two, and then I have my Kalea Zakatachichi tea. Again, this is Kalea Zakatachichi, and this is what's known as the Mexican dream herb. This has been used for a very long time by the shamans, the Mexican shamans, to induce lucid and very, very vivid dreams. And let me tell you, it works. Again, this herb is called Kalea Zakatachichi. I recommend, if you're going to use it, make it into a tea, and also put some in a bag. Ask the herb to help you achieve lucidity in dreams, and put it under your pillow and sleep with it under your pillow every night. Whether you believe it or not, even dried herbs are gateways into the astral and spiritual realms of that particular herb. And yes, herbs do have spiritual counterparts, etc. Herbs are very living. Everything's living. Every plant, every seed, every nut, every flower, every cloud, everything is alive here in this world. This is a highly shamanic realm, and it is absolutely beautiful. And it's just so unfortunate that so much bullshit's going on. And I'm not being negative by saying this. A lot of people in the New Age movement want to call you negative because you say that things are fucked up on the planet, or that there's negativity on the planet, or that the New World Order is real. And like I've said before, the only way we're going to be able to get rid of these things and transmute the negativity into positivity is if we acknowledge them and study our enemy, so that we can change things through, somatic alchemy, etc. There's so many different ways that we can begin and continue to help change the planet through changing ourselves, because we're the ones that made the mess. We're the ones that support the mess. We're the ones that support the evil. We're the ones that give money to the genetic modifiers. We're the ones that give money to all the oil companies, etc. So essentially, we're the ones that are going to make the change. We got to stop waiting for other people to make a change. We all need to wake up and do our part in helping things change here on Earth. Otherwise, you're just a wishful thinker. It's great that a lot of people want things to change here on planet Earth. It's great that a lot of people want to see enlightenment and all this good stuff happen on planet Earth, but it's just like, if you're not doing your part to help that process change, then you're not tapping into your full potential. So I'm gonna try to get this fan to stop spinning. Let's see here. Excuse me one moment. The fan drives me crazy because it's so loud that it affects my thinking and my focus. So let's see here. If I can just get this to shut the fuck up. Okay. Excuse me one moment. Alright, doesn't look like it's going to work, so whatever, we'll just keep rolling with it. Getting back to the Kalea Zakatachichi, this is a very powerful herb. I used it back in high school a few times, and now I'm just getting back into it. It's somewhat expensive, but it is one thing that works. A lot of people have difficulty having lucid dreams and even remembering their dreams. A lot of people don't even remember their dreams. Many people get horrible sleep. They don't enter into REM 3 and REM 4 of the sleep cycle, and that's when you're going to have vivid dreams. So things like chamomile, things like valerian root, and sleep formulas, and Calais actichichi, the Mexican dream herb, they can help you enter into REM 3 and REM 4 and stay in those states. And there are certain elements within these particular teas, especially this one, that allow you to slip into very, very vivid states of sleep, or dreams, excuse me. And you want to approach using herbs like this in a respectful way. These plants can teach you things. These herbs can teach you things. And learning on the dream plane is very, very, very real. And you can learn a lot about yourself. You can learn a lot about your shadow. You can learn a lot about your subconscious, unconscious mind, etc. So don't just drink lucid dreaming tea to just like, oh, I want to have a trip, dude. I want to fly around and get lucid, and I want to do this, blah, blah, blah. Approach it humbly. Ask it to teach you things. Herbs can teach us things about ourselves. Herbs are medicine, man. Fruits are medicine. Vegetables, algae, teas, barks, all these Ayurvedic extracts, shilajit, all this stuff, it's medicine. So I recommend approaching herbalism and shamanism. You do it humbly. Don't be a fool and just, I'm not even going to say it. Got a little, oops, close that window. Got my oil burner right now, burning some eucalyptus oil. I also recommend getting these to help, with focus, and different essential oils can help you, like with focus or with relaxation or with, anxiety, etc. So the way it works is you put some water in this dish, and then you put your essential oils in there with the water, and then you light the candle. The candle heats the water, and the oils like vaporize into the air, and then the scent of the oil permeates into the room that you're in. The scents of the oils affect different parts of the brain and stimulate different parts of the brain, and that's why they're effective. So I recommend oils like neroli oil, lilac oil, cucumber oil, jasmine. There's all sorts of oils, man. All sorts of different oils. Chamomile, cinnamon, lemongrass, rose oil is awesome, but the real stuff is expensive, but it's awesome. Frankincense, myrrh, bergamot. I mean, there's so many. There's so many neat things to experiment with that nature provides for us. So many neat things, and that's why I like alternative health so much. I like approaching my diet from the standpoint of, okay, my diet is going to be my medication. And every day I take my medication. I drink my herbs. I use my essential oils. I bathe in clean, spiritually restructured water. I drink spiritually restructured distilled water that I remineralize and bless, etc. Everything that I do, I attempt to do with love and with care, and with the intention of it fueling my system and making me grow and enlightening my consciousness and getting me closer to radiant health. I like to approach food as if it's medicine, not as if it's a recreational game. Many people think life's a game, and many people treat life like it's a game, and just, oh, if it tastes good, I'll put it in my mouth. That's known as the seafood diet. You see it, you eat it. Right now my dog is snoring. Let's see if we can get a little zoom in. Hey, donkey. Donkey. Donkey! Hey, buddy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That was rude. Wake you up. Let me get out of this Zoom. But, you know, just a little random rant here. What else to talk about? Here's a good book I recommend. The Complete System of Self-Healing, Internal Exercises by Dr. Stephen Chang, Tao Publishing. You can get this for a penny on Amazon. $3.99 to ship. For $4 you can have a ton of wisdom. This is a great book. It teaches you a various array of different Taoist exercises to stimulate your internal organs and to get the blood flowing properly and to stimulate the meridians. It teaches you about the Taoist element theories, shows you the animal exercises, which I highly recommend doing. You know, it's just a great book. It's funny, I was led to this book. I love this. This is called the dragon exercise, where you envision yourself as a dragon while you hold this pose and you focus on all your muscles tightening, and it helps stimulate your DNA. As crazy as that may sound to some people, but I was led to this book years ago. There was a period where I was constantly being led by spirit to various used bookstores across the Bay Area, and I was led to this one bookstore in Dublin, California, and my intuition I walked to this certain section of the bookstore and looked up and grabbed this book, and bam, it was everything that I needed to hear at that time. In this book, what was funny is that there was another book, a little tiny pamphlet, a really rare pamphlet that it was brain fart. This book had a tiny little pamphlet in it that is somewhat rare. The people at the bookstore must not have known that it was in there because it was so small. It was like a little brochure almost, and I got it for free, and that book was awesome. And the little book inside this book was the book that Spirit was leading me to. It's kind of like a Koopy doll effect, something within something. But you know, I really do recommend this book, especially for like people who are attempting to heal from like things like cancer or you know, sexually transmitted diseases, all sorts of stuff. This is good stuff. It helps you get in touch with and develop a relationship with your body and your organs by doing certain visualization exercises and different stretches, etc. So, highly recommend this author, Stephen Chang. I don't agree with all of his philosophies regarding nutrition, but for the most part, I agree with this man on a lot of things. My candle just burnt out. I want to get another one. Where did I put my candles? You know, if you have a Dollar Tree in your neighborhood, you can get oil burners, metal ones, not like this, not a glass one, but you can get them for $1 there, and you can get these packs of 16 unscented tea lights for $1. So for $2, essentially you can get yourself an oil burner set up. And you know, essential oils are anywhere from $4 to, I've seen oils over $100 for just 1 to 2 ounces. Certain oils are very expensive due to the rarity of certain herbs, flowers, etc. Get this lit. Okay. Yeah, right now I'm experimenting with peppermint tea, all sorts of stuff. I'm constantly experimenting. And I love experimenting. My whole life is an experiment. I'm trying to achieve things with my life. How do I say it? I'm trying to use nutrition to stimulate evolution by activating, helping the Kundalini be activated. Kundalini likes healthy bodies, and Kundalini is stimulated by nature. And herbalism, raw foods, minerals, etc., that is nature. So when we put nature into our body, when we ingest enzymes, when we ingest natural pigments, and we ingest phytonutrients and different vitamins and elements, etc., we download that energetic resonance, and it makes our auras stronger by stimulating the meridians, by stimulating the electrical channels, by cleaning the liver, by cleaning the gallbladder, by helping the lungs expectorate the accumulated poisons, by helping the liver dump out the accumulated poisons from the standard American diet. By cleansing and getting rid of the accumulations in the body, we get cleaner, and when we get cleaner, we stimulate our own personal evolution, because we're getting rid of the accumulated poisons that are keeping us from walking down a path of Kundalini evolution, etc. I don't know, man. I'm just ranting right now. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I've been up for pretty much 2 days straight, and I'm probably just sounding like a blabbering talking head at this point. So I'm going to get this video, kind of cut it short maybe. I was originally going to talk about superpowers in this video. Kundalini superpowers, also known as the Siddhis. The Siddhis, Siddhis. And the Siddhis are the natural evolutionary attributes that can be attained through the activation of Kundalini, the activation of the Merkaba, the electrical channels, the aura, etc. When the spinal shaft is activated, it's amazing at what can be done with this physical body. I believe that there's no limitations on what we can and can't do. You know, I mean, right now we're in a state where we're very limited due to our lack of awareness, but if we can get outside of the mental constructs that the beast has taught us to structure our lives around, it's amazing how limitless we can actually be. So, just blabbering, gonna chug this really quick. This is one of the most bitter herbs I've ever had. It's more bitter than bacopa. It's more bitter than Tribulus terrestris. Anyone who's ever had those knows that they're incredibly bitter. And stuff makes some people throw up. It's so bitter. So to wrap things up, just a little random rant. On behalf of the you can tell I'm tired. On behalf of the Sacred Starseed Serpent YouTube channel, thank you for watching this video. I hope that my channel and my messages can help inspire you and stimulate you by the idea of Kundalini and planetary enlightenment, planetary regeneration, and fixing the planet, healing the atmosphere, healing the all the unhealth here on the planet. I hope that my messages and my channel can help inspire you to be stimulated by the idea of drinking clean, spiritually restructured water and taking things like vitamins and minerals and drinking juices. I hope that this message in my channel can help inspire you to go get a juicer today and get yourself some organic produce. I hope that my channel and my messages can help inspire you to get off your ass and go run around in the grass. Go do some sprints, get on a bicycle, go swim a mile, go to the ocean, go to the beach, meditate. I hope that my channel and my messages can help inspire you to start experimenting with herbalism and going out into nature and walking barefoot and touching the plants and hugging the fucking trees and communicating with the trees. The trees are highly wise beings. Trees are gateways into higher dimensions, whether you believe that or not. And shamanism can prove that. Meditation can prove that. Astral travel, etc. I hope that my messages can inspire you to take action for your health now instead of waiting till it's too late. So many people wait until they have cancer to go, damn, I really should have gotten healthy. Why not start now? It's a flaw in human genetics, and it's a flaw in human consciousness to wait until you're dying to start taking care of and worrying about your health. Prevention is the best. Prevention. Prevention is the greatest strategy in health. Not waiting until it's too late to put down the cigarettes. Not waiting until it's too late, to put down the cupcakes and the pork sausages and all the murdered, tortured, abused, factory farmed animals that you love to eat. So, peace be with thee.